So I didn't quite know how to put this video together. I was trying to think if I should do it in like a... I wanted to do it episodically, and I was gonna do it just at the very end, or just do it bits and pieces whenever just crazy shit happened. But I didn't know how to talk about the She-Hulk series, because it just didn't seem like it was worth my time, really. But, you know, we're out here camping, and we're around all this greenery that I thought, you know what? This would be a good time to discuss it real quick, because it's not gonna take very long, I feel like. But so if all of you saw the season finale, oh my gosh, that was the most fourth wall of all walled breaks that I've ever, that I think will ever be done, of course, given who She-Hulk is and her whole fourth wall breaking aspects of her comics. But even Deadpool, who fourth wall breaks, didn't do that. Like, he didn't have to fucking go, I forget if he actually, well, I think he kills Ryan Reynolds, okay, that was fair, but that he didn't, like, you know, he didn't actually go and like rewrite his own story and like erase things or change things for his own story, you know. It was very matter of fact, you know, like from the writer's point of view, it's like, okay, this is literally what you guys all think Marvel is, which is fine. You know, y'all want to just rewrite things or have, you know, you don't want to talk about the blip, but you're going to just literally rewrite history as we're watching it, right? I mean, that whole ending with the fucking, that nerd guy becoming a Hulk because he took her blood, and she's like, oh no, that can't be happening. It's like, bitch, yes it can. You know, I mean, from a viewer's perspective, I would have rather seen her fight him as the Hulk, you know, or like literally beat the crap out of him to the point where he's like, you know, they end up putting him in prison or whatever, or putting him in jail, and then the serum didn't work, or like, you know, it left him deformed or whatever. It would have at least been more interesting instead of her going to the fucking collector like it's the Matrix and literally having him rewrite everything. Now, you know, Kevin, don't care. Like that whole Kevin thing with him being an AI, like I was like, okay, like it's like, all right, is that like a Disney joke? Was that like a Disney joke on like WALL-E or like what's that robot from like Claptrap from Borderlands? You know, it just was weird. You know, it just was very not funny, and it wasn't cool. It definitely wasn't fucking Werewolf by Night status. You know, it was, I mean, come on, when she's fighting the security guards in the hallway, I mean, did you really think that she was going to stop them? Like, as an audience member, did you really think those three people were going to stop her? Because I didn't. You know, it would have been better if she would have came in and then he would have like had her like in like a cage, like some laser cage or something, and he was going to threaten to like destroy her or like delete her if she didn't play by the rules. You know, because honestly, I think that She-Hulk should be non-canonized, and I don't think it should have anything to do with the MCU series, even though it does, of course, right now. But I feel like they should just literally, now that it's over, be like, just kidding. Like, it's literally like its own thing. It's like a She-Hulk comic style where it's like, we're just throwing her, like little bits of her outer reality of what she wishes her life was like. You know, like, I don't know, like, and then you go into the MCU and it's like, oh yeah, like actually she's here, but all the shit she went through is not actually what she went through in real life. You know, like she's kind of like, ooh. I don't know, I thought it would have been kind of cool. But yeah, it was ridiculous. And then, you know, you have them literally showing everyone on the screen and she's like erasing and changing things. And she's like, oh, I want Blonsky to like pay for his actions. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're not even going to have a battle? Like, what happened to, like, I know that whole, you know, trope of like, oh, all the Marvel movies end with a sky beam and like a battle in the sky or like something happening from the sky. But there was nothing of that in this. There was no fight. There was no, like, her almost losing. None of that. I guess her almost losing was the fact that she got an inhibitor put on her leg. But it's like, come on, that's not fair, because Blonsky had an inhibitor on his leg and he still turned into Abomination, and you know, she sees that and she freaks out. So it's like, even then, she could have became She-Hulk, the authorities would have been notified, they would have had their whole battle, and then like, you know, she would have been able to talk things out and maybe do her lawyer stuff, or Daredevil would have showed up or whatever. But it's like, they literally, it was so bad. It was so bad. I could not believe that that's how they were going to end it. And to make matters worse, they don't even have the balls to show you Thunderbolt Ross because he's, I guess, not part of this universe. So they don't show you any version of him, any variant of him, whatever. Maybe because they were trying to get Harrison Ford to join the team. The MCU crew. Are you serious? And then they don't even show you a variant of Red Hulk, which they could have done a variant of Red Hulk. And I feel like that would have been pretty badass, even if it was Red Hulk like dressed in a samurai suit and Wong shows up because Wong pulled him out of another universe. Like, it would have been I feel like that would have been perfectly fine, and I would have accepted that because, you know, the show's already gone this far and it's the season finale. Like, you have to have something. You have to have some meat on these bones. But yeah, it was just whack. It was absolutely whack. And then I forget because I have to actually remember, because it's not really memorable, but fucking the Hulk has Scar. Like, he brings his son Scar in at the fucking end of it's the end scene. It's not even the post-credit scene, it's the end scene. But like, the Hulk is like, I know you've been wondering where I'm at, and where I was over here with my son. And it's like, what the shit? And I love how the parents and like the aunts or whoever the fuck is at this little barbecue are just like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, they've never seen a Hulk before. Or what am I saying? They have seen Hulks before, but they have a Hulk that's domesticated, that's just calm, that's like, it's not even a Hulk at all, it's just a person in green with green skin. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could have came up with another word for her beside with that didn't have Hulk, and it would have stuck, because it's like, she's not the Hulk, you know. That whole episode 8 where she like gets mad and she breaks the fucking screens because they were recording her having sex. I mean, anybody in their right mind would be upset. I mean, I don't think you have a right to like get mad at someone who naturally could get upset, but gets upset at this point. It's like, girl, really? Like, I mean, if I was there, I'd be like, yo, guys, calm down. Like, obviously she's mad. You know, she got her Hulk cooch all up on the screen for all of us to see. Like, we all need to give this woman some space so she can like twirl her arms around and be upset. She's a fucking Hulk. Like, again, it was just, I couldn't believe that they had the balls to bring Scar in, because they just totally domesticated the whole idea of the Hulk. I think supposedly, like, there's supposed to be some new Alien product coming on from, like, the Alien franchise, and he's supposed to also, like, they're supposed to domesticate xenomorphs, and, like, that just sounds like a steaming hot pile of shit. Like, I just couldn't. I absolutely could not. But, you know, for what it's worth, this was the She-Hulk. This was the She-Hulk that we got. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope everyone loved it. I hope the people that really, really loved it really go back and read the comics. And, you know, let's get back into the comic of She-Hulk and let the people that are now fans of it realize why it's not good. You know, the people that say, oh, Daredevil slept with everybody, of course he's going to sleep with She-Hulk. It's like, yeah, but, like, he did it in, like, the worst, shameless possible way. And I'm a fan of the show Shameless, so maybe, again, I can't say anything, but I don't know. She-Hulk, definitely, out of its entirety, episode 1 through 9, I give it a 4, maybe a 3, maybe a 2, maybe even a 1, because it doesn't even deserve to be on the scale, because there's really not much of anything. I didn't really like, I can't even think of a scene that I enjoyed. Like, I was really expecting there to be more fights, and Titania was whack. I guess my favorite part of the whole show was when they had the wedding fight, and the guy was like, "Brum, brum, brum, wedding fight." Like, that was just, I don't know which was worse, that or the courtroom scene, but respectively, both were pretty bad. But yeah, so that's it. She-Hulk is done. If they get a second season, wow. Given everything's been pushed back years, I would expect the second season not to come out till like fucking 2028, 2027, 2026. Everything's been pushed back, so I wouldn't expect it to be. If it comes out sooner than everything else that we want to see, that fans of comic books and all these heroes want to see, it's like, damn, that's just pretty wild. But anyway, it's been Ghost and Craig. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's beautiful out here. We got some food going. The girl's over here making food, and oh, she got the teas. Are the teas ready? I guess the teas are about ready. But peace, you guys.